Verivox.de. Da sparen Sie mit Sicherheit.
Auf den ersten Blick sieht das Nokia Lumia 1320 aus wie jedes beliebige andere Lumia. Aber wenn man es dann mal zur Hand nimmt, dann wird deutlich, was für Dimensionen das eigentlich sind. Es ist nämlich das größte Nokia-Smartphone derzeit hier am Markt mit einer Bildschirmdiagonale von 6 Zoll oder 152 Millimetern. Dementsprechend groß fällt das Gerät natürlich auch aus. 86 mal 164 Millimeter bei 220 Gramm. Also man hat schon ordentlich was in der Hand, muss ich sagen. Auf der anderen Seite, was mich echt positiv überrascht hat, ist, dass es trotzdem relativ gut in einer Hand auch liegt und wie man sieht auch problemlos zu halten ist. Das liegt vor allen Dingen natürlich daran, dass ich hier eine relativ geringe Bauhöhe habe mit 9,4 Millimetern und diese Kanten hier so schön abgerundet sind, wirklich sehr ergonomisch, muss ich sagen. Zudem ist die Oberfläche so ganz leicht stumpf, das heißt, die Finger haben da so einen gewissen Grip und deswegen liegt das einfach sehr gut in der Hand, muss ich sagen. Vor allen Dingen natürlich im Querformat. Deswegen finde ich es ja umso bedauerlicher, dass da Windows Phone 8 immer noch nicht in der Lage ist, hier mal komplett im Querformat alles darzustellen. Aber das kommt dann hoffentlich bald mit dem nächsten Update. Ja, auf den Bildschirm wollte ich doch noch mal ein bisschen näher zu sprechen kommen, weil der ist definitiv einen zweiten Blick wert. Vor allen Dingen, weil es auch ein IPS-Bildschirm ist, das heißt qualitativ hochwertig. Und ich gehe jetzt auch noch mal ein bisschen näher dran, damit man das auch wirklich sehen kann. Den meisten IPS wahrscheinlich bekannt vom iPhone her und das steht vor allen Dingen für eine hohe Blickwinkelstabilität. Das heißt, auch aus extremen Blickwinkeln heraus, ich hoffe, man kann das hier so erkennen, ändert sich die Darstellung wirklich nur geringfügig und das ist durchaus keine Selbstverständlichkeit. Das ist also wirklich kein Billigscreen. Bedeutet, man kann beispielsweise, wenn man jetzt im Bett oder im Flieger mal nicht genau lotrecht da drauf guckt, trotzdem alles noch ganz hervorragend lesen. Knackpunkt ist allerdings die Auflösung, denn die ist gerade mal 720 mal 1280 Pixel und das natürlich gerade bei so einem Riesentrümmer schon schade, weil da wäre Full HD durchaus von Vorteil gewesen, muss ich sagen. Aber man darf auch nicht vergessen, der Preis, also die Preisempfehlung, die unverbindliche beträgt gerade mal 399 € ohne Vertrag. Das Gerät ist jetzt auch schon im Internet für so, naja, gut 300 € zu haben. Das heißt, da ist das Preis-Leistungs-Verhältnis dann absolut wieder in Ordnung und man darf auch nicht vergessen, dass es eigentlich von der Plattform her Windows Phone ja wohl eher nicht für Gamer interessant ist, weil da meistens ja auch die Apps fehlen, sondern eher so als Arbeitsinstrument. Wenn man sich das dann hier mal anguckt, dass man auch diese kleinen Schriften alle problemlos lesen kann, ist, glaube ich, das dann auch wieder alles im grünen Bereich. Also da kann man durchaus mit leben, gerade angesichts dieses Preises. Ja, der Prozessor ist jetzt auch nicht der allerstärkste, ist ein Snapdragon S4 Dual-Core, das heißt 2 Kerne, A1,7 GHz. Auch der Arbeitsspeicher ist mit 1 GB ein bisschen mager. Da sind heutzutage eigentlich 2 GB normal. In der Luxusklasse gibt es schon einige mit 3 GB. Aber auch hier muss man halt sagen, bei dieser Preisklasse, naja, die Kamera hier hinten 5 Megapixel, auch nicht unbedingt jetzt wirklich State of the Art und man muss vor allen Dingen aufpassen, was die Einstellungen betrifft, weil die 5 Megapixel habe ich auch nur im 4:3 Format. Im eigentlich heutzutage üblichen 16:9 Format sind es gerade mal 3,77 Megapixel, also 3,8 knapp. Das ist jetzt wirklich nicht der Hit. Also erstens aufpassen bei den Einstellungen, zweitens für Fotofreunde, naja, Videos werden aber immerhin in Full HD gedreht. Und auch hier vorne die Frontkamera, die hat mich doch jetzt arg enttäuscht, muss ich sagen. 640 x 480 Megapixel, das ist wirklich nicht State of the Art, muss ich sagen, vorsichtig ausgedrückt. Oder wenn man beispielsweise mal dran denkt, Vico Highway in derselben Preisklasse unterwegs, Preisempfehlung sogar ein bisschen drunter noch, ich glaube 349. Und die verbauen hier vorne eine 8 Megapixel Kamera. Dann kriegt man mal ein Gefühl dafür, wie stark da hier dann doch Microsoft bzw. Nokia dann daherhinkt. Also ich glaube, da muss man einfach entweder den Preis doch noch ein bisschen senken oder eben bessere Komponenten verbauen. Das hat mich jetzt ein bisschen abgeturnt, muss ich sagen. Auf der anderen Seite ist es natürlich im Gegensatz zum Vico LTE an Bord, Dual Cell HSDPA an Bord. Das heißt, ich habe maximal schnelle Anbindungen in 3G und 4G-Netzen. Wireless LAN AC fehlt noch, aber der kommt ja erst noch, dieser Standard. Von daher ist es jetzt, glaube ich, absolut kein Drama. Wireless LAN N ist ja da, NFC ist da. Von daher muss man das natürlich auch ein bisschen relativieren. Also wer eher eine schnelle Anbindung hat, und da passt ja das auch ins Konzept des Arbeitsgerätes, der ist natürlich hiermit dann deutlich besser bedient. Als Besonderheit kann man hier beim 1320 auch die Rückseite abschälen und da gibt es auch etliche andere Farben. Wie man aber unschwer erkennen kann, ist der Akku leider trotzdem fest verbaut. Der fasst übrigens bei der Gelegenheit 3400 Milliampere-Stunden und das ist in Relation zur Displaygröße, und das Display ist ja nun mal der ärgste Stromverbraucher, ist das ein bisschen mager. Da liegt diese Relation 7% unter Durchschnitt, könnte durchaus ein bisschen stärker sein. Man muss natürlich jetzt mal gucken, die Software verbraucht nicht allzu viel und dieser Prozessor ist jetzt auch nicht der allerstärkste und dementsprechend auch stromsparend. Deswegen könnte das durchaus trotzdem hinhauen. Und wie man gesehen hat, zum Scrollen und so weiter reicht das ja alles locker. Übrigens liebe ich dieses Feature, muss ich sagen, diesen Doppelklick jetzt hier von Windows 8. Einfach draufklicken und schon kann ich das Gerät entsperren. Aber darauf wollte ich gar nicht zu sprechen kommen, denn wie gesagt, von der Displaygröße und dem Akku kam ich jetzt hier ab von der Rückseite, denn das wollte ich ja eigentlich zeigen, nämlich diesen Doppelslot hier oben für die Micro-SIM-Karte und darunter für die Micro-SD-Karte. Hier habe ich mal eine eingelegt, damit man sich das vorstellen kann. Also hier kommt die rein, wird unterstützt offiziell mit bis zu 64 Gigabyte. Intern sind allerdings leider Gottes nur 8 GB verbaut. Das ist natürlich arg wenig, selbst für diese Preisklasse. Zumal davon dann natürlich auch noch einiges fürs System abgeht. Das heißt, wenn man das Gerät das erste Mal ausgepackt und eingeschaltet hat, jungfräulich sozusagen, dann bleiben davon gerade mal noch 4,45 GB frei, also knapp 4,5 GB. Das ist natürlich, wenn man jetzt viele Daten intern speichern möchte, also Kontakte und Kontaktfotos und keine Ahnung, was da so alles dazugehört, dann kann das relativ schnell knapp werden. Wer allerdings jetzt sagt, meistens sind es bei mir Fotos und Excel und PDF-Dateien und Präsentationen und sowas, also alles, was man auf diese SD-Karte auslagern kann, kommt damit locker über die Runden. Auch das wäre jetzt kein Problem. Aber wie gesagt, man muss halt ein bisschen darauf achten, für welche Zwecke es denn jetzt gedacht ist. Für den einen kann es ein K.O.-Kriterium sein und den anderen mag es vielleicht gar nicht anfechten. Ansonsten ist, wie gesagt, LTE, Dual-Cell, HSDPA, NFC alles an Bord. Da kann man nicht meckern. Vor allen Dingen, wie gesagt, nochmal für diesen Preis bereits ab gut 300 Euro, sagen wir mal, derzeit ohne Vertrag zu haben. Kann sich also durchaus sehen lassen, vor allen Dingen bei diesem schönen Bildschirm, groß und qualitativ hochwertig. Also ich könnte mir durchaus vorstellen, dass das für den einen oder anderen da interessant wird. Ja, ich hoffe, das reicht dann auch schon als erster Eindruck des Nokia Lumia 1320.
Verivox.de, da sparen Sie mit Sicherheit.
Hello and welcome. I'm doing a review of the Nokia 301. I've got it from eBay and about 80 pounds. Yeah, this box is pretty nice, but it's got nothing special in it. Just a charger and your regular crappy earbuds. The phone is what we really want to get to. It's fantastic. It's great to look at. Very well designed. In terms of hardware, you've got a micro SD card slot on the left. Bottom we've got nothing, but the microphone is right here in the keypad right there, if you can see. And we've got nothing on the right, and up top we've got the charger port. That is a micro USB with 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and 3.2 megapixel camera, which has no focal ability whatsoever. If we take a look, I got a Chinese version, so every now and again Chinese swipe turns on. Script I don't really know, I'll show you here. Basically it's not going to show. Either way, it's not a big nuisance, just you get to see it all. Like I said, the phone is incredibly beautiful to look at. Very nice layout, very smooth rubber plastic here. Let's see the battery. I'm doing this with one hand, so bear with me here. Nice, it's just a little battery door and the battery inside, and you know, that's pretty much it. They've got this is actually the single SIM version, so on the inside underneath there's my SIM card, and I'm going to put that back on. Essentially with the software, it's classic Nokia, but you still get, you know, it's retro, if you will. That's a great word for it. Same basic layout, some small widgets on the home screen here. You can customize these and take them out and do whatever you please with them. Yeah, I'm just very excited to get my hand on this because it's hard to find. It's very hard to find, and you know, I bought it from eBay. It was legitimate, so I wouldn't worry if you are in the market for a cheap handset. But you know, this is fantastic. And the speaker, I just wanted to say, the speaker impressed me a lot. It's very loud and crisp, as Nokia usually does, but essentially it's very fast, and you know, it's limited in what it can do, but you've got a few apps preloaded. So there's some more Chinese stuff that I don't really want, but I can't get rid of. Facebook's built in, there's WhatsApp as well. You can sign up with Exchange for email, contacts, calendar, and you know, they've got a few apps preloaded, and you know, they're great. You can't really get rid of them, and the store is very limited of what it can do. But you know, great phone, and I hope it actually gets released. Yeah, if you've got any questions, feel free to leave a comment down there below, and I'll try to get back to you if you've got any questions or want advice on how to pick one up. But this is it, and it's a Nokia 301.
With a vibrant 5-inch display and quad-core processor, does the Nokia Lumia Icon have what it takes to compete with some of the best Android phones today on the market? I'm Chang Wen for Gotta Be Mobile. Join me in this video review as we take a look at the Nokia Lumia Icon for Verizon Wireless. The Nokia Lumia Icon is Verizon's first flagship Windows Phone 8 device to compete against the AT&T Nokia Lumia 1520. Rather than an unwieldy 6-inch display, the Icon sports a more modest 5-inch display, which makes it a little bit more comfortable to hold in the hands and definitely a lot more comfortable to pack in your pocket when you're not using the smartphone. The device does have a 5-inch Full HD 1080p display, which is vibrant and colorful and is very readable even under direct sunlight. It has a slightly curved display that uses Gorilla Glass 3, and the Icon has somewhat of a more muted and understated design. Unlike Nokia's other flagship devices that uses the Fabula design, the Lumia Icon has a design that's very reminiscent of the Nokia Lumia 928, with more angular or straight side edges and a back that curves slightly towards the rear. So it's not a pillow top design with curved sides and a curved back that curves upwards where the screen attaches. What's new in this iteration is that the side is made out of machined metal now, so it's machined aluminum side, and a polycarbonate back to keep things rather light and trim. However, despite the use of polycarbonate and metal, the Icon does feel substantial, and it definitely feels a lot heavier than some of the other 5-inch smartphones on Android today, such as Samsung's Galaxy S4 as well as Sony's Xperia Z. Despite that fact, the Nokia Icon does have some of the most commendable specs, including a 20 megapixel Carl Zeiss camera that captures photos with amazing clarity and detail. The Zeiss camera does have optical image stabilization, which means that you can take the pictures in low light without the need to use the dual LED flash even to have brightly lit images. This is very convenient if you're in a dark place such as a museum or a bar, where using the flash would be not prohibited, as in the case of a museum, or at a bar where it would be obtrusive or not as discreet as you would if you would take it without the flash. So this is a very nice feature to have. Additionally, when you're recording video, the optical image stabilization records blur-free video footage, so that way you don't have some of the shakes and the motion blur that would come along with hand holding the phone. So this way your viewers won't get too much motion sickness or seasickness when they're watching videos recorded using the 20 megapixel camera on the back and reviewed on a full large screen HD TV display. When we're talking about video recording as well, the Nokia Lumia Icon actually has 4 microphones that help to cancel out background noise. But the real interesting thing about the 4 microphone is that Nokia calls it the Nokia Rich recording feature, and it actually records videos, video audio in stereo surround sound. So you get isolated stereo sound. So if you're recording video and the audio is coming from the left hand side, you're gonna hear it from the left channel. And then if it's coming from the right hand side, if you're playing it back on your TV, for example, you're gonna hear it from the right channel. So it gives it a full stereo audio experience as well. On the smartphone, to experience this, you would have to plug in headphones to experience the true stereo sound isolation. But it is a very nice feature, and Nokia is not only gunning for serious photographers, but also for serious videographers as well. With the Nokia Lumia Icon, serious photographers would benefit from Nokia's Pro Camera app, which gives you fine-tuned controls for such things as ISO, exposure compensation, focus, and white balance, for example. So you do have quite a bit of features with the Nokia Pro Camera app. And speaking of the camera, one of the hallmark features of Windows Phone is the trio buttons on the side, which you have the volumes up and down, the power button, and here is the dual stage camera button. If you press and hold it, it would launch the camera app as you would find on previous Windows Phone. Additionally, the camera app, if you press in lightly, it would focus, and then you can press in hard again to manually or to physically capture the image. And we talked a little bit about the boxy edges, and this phone is rather boxy, but the nice thing about the boxy edge is that you can actually set the phone down on the edge and it would stand up. And while this doesn't sound like something that's all that important, it is actually quite important for photographers who don't want to carry a tripod grip for the phone and a tripod mount. So this way, if you're, for example, on a family vacation and you're in a cottage and you have a group shot that you want to be in and you want to take a picture, all you would have to do is find a suitable shelf or an appropriate height table, and then you can set the phone this way and then set the timer so that the camera will capture it in like 2 or 5 seconds, and then you can run into the group shot to be in the camera shot that way. There's also a 2 megapixel front-facing camera, which will allow you to have full HD video recording using the front-facing camera. However, the front-facing camera only takes pictures in 1 megapixel file format, so it doesn't make use of the full 2 megapixel front-facing camera image. Aside from that, you do have the standard live tiles through the Windows Phone start screen here. And with the full 1080p and a larger, more roomy screen real estate, what you'll notice is that you have an extra row of icon here to the right. So on previous phones like the Nokia Lumia 1020, it would just have these 2 rows of icon, or the 2 rows of bigger icons here, and it would end where this long icon stretched out. But now you have an extra row, so it gives you more information on the screen without having to scroll too much vertically. So it gives you glanceable access to all your information. And if you swipe over to the right, you would have a detailed list of all your installed applications. And with the Snapdragon 800 processor, what you'll notice is that applications launch a lot more quickly and a little bit more fluid, but you're not going to see that much of a performance gain because Windows Phone is already optimized for more conservative hardware. All in all, the Nokia Lumia Icon with the optical image stabilized 20 megapixel Zeiss camera, dual LED flash, and rich recording is a very highly capable piece of equipment, and photographers and videographers should take a serious look at it. However, it still feels like the platform is maturing, but is not quite yet matured. So you won't find some of the more serious improvements until Nokia updates this with Windows Phone 8.1. And we've seen a lot of rumors about Windows Phone 8.1 rumored right now. So hopefully we're going to see more of the of a unified notification system, separate volume controls, because right now if you adjust the volume, it's the same volume control for both the ringer, the notification, as well as for multimedia. So the same volume would be playing for watching videos as well as for the ringtone that you have set on the phone. So with Windows Phone 8.1, you can set different volume controls there, supposedly based on the leaks that we've seen. So overall, this is still the best Windows Phone device on Verizon's network, and it is one of the best. It's only the second Windows Phone device to feature a quad-core processor and full 1080p display. And unlike the first one, which is available on AT&T, the Lumia icon is more manageable. It fits in your hands more comfortably. So this is a great phone. But when compared to other flagship devices like Samsung's Galaxy S4 and even some of the newer ones that are coming out or rumored to come out, including those from LG, Samsung, and HTC, it's yet to be seen how the Lumia icon will stack up to those devices. I'm Chung Nguyen for Gotta Be Mobile. Visit us at gottabemobile.com and search for the Lumia Icon Review, where we will give you our full thoughts and opinions on the smartphone. Thanks for watching, and join us next time.
Hi, this is Mike from the Mobile Fanatics. I have the Nokia BH217 Bluetooth headset in my hands right now. I just wanted to show you how it works. It's not your ordinary Bluetooth headset. Basically, when it's disconnected from this clip, which has some kind of electrical going on in it, so when it touches down here at the bottom, it touches inside. When you plug it in the clip, it'll put the Bluetooth headset in a deep standby mode, so it actually disconnects from the phone that you're using, and it saves battery life on both devices. This thing could stand by for 30 days if it's not connected to the phone constantly, which when you plug it in, it automatically disconnects from the phone. The cool thing is, when you get a phone call, it will connect itself almost instantly. So if there's an incoming phone call, you could either take it with your phone, or you could go ahead and use the Bluetooth headset. If you want to use a Bluetooth headset, you would just simply unplug it from the clip, and then you'll notice in a few seconds it'll connect to the phone. It happens even faster when there's a call coming in. When you unplug it, it's going to answer the call, and you don't have to push answer on the phone or anything like that. And then when you put it back in, you'll see on the phone disconnected. So you're saving a little bit of battery life there on the phone, and definitely a lot on the Bluetooth headset. You don't have to worry about charging this thing daily. It's also nice because you don't have to have it in your ear all the time. You just basically keep it clipped to your shirt, or keep it. It also comes with a car clip or a car mount, little tiny car mount that sticks to your dashboard. So you don't have to have this thing always in your ear. Clip it to your shirt. When you want to use it, someone's calling you want to make a call, go ahead and pull it out of the clip, put it in your ear, and use it. And when you're done, you put it back in the clip. You know, it kind of kills the whole idea of having to have the Bluetooth in your ear all the time to use it. So there you go. That's the Nokia special feature of the Nokia BH217 stereo, oh I'm sorry, not stereo, just regular Bluetooth headset. Read our full review at themobilefanatics.com. Thanks for
If you're looking for the best mapping experience around, you'll find OV Maps not only delivers free turn-by-turn navigation, it also comes with a number of little extras. At first, these consisted of Lonely Planet, Weather and Michelin guides, but now you'll find that Quip, Expedia and Time Out have been added, neatly tucked away under the More tab on the OV Maps home screen. They're tied to the GPS inside your Nokia X6, so able to instantly pull up information about your current location. Quip, for instance, is an active online community of over 7 million users posting their experiences on everything from the best shops and restaurants in the area to transport links, nightlife and even health and beauty. Simply tapping any category will pull up all the entries for that location, where they are and what Quip users really think. The next new app is Expedia, which allows you to find somewhere to stay for the night. Not only does it pull up the local hotels and guest houses, it also has user ratings, so once again you can book by recommendation rather than hoping for the best. What we like about Expedia is that you can tap the Call Booking tab and it will instantly pull up the phone number so you can call the hotel there and then. The final new addition to OV Maps is Time Out, which is another great feature helping you discover and explore the location you're in. By tapping into the wealth of knowledge of the Time Out magazine and website, you'll be able to find out which movies are showing in the area. You can find out the full film details, as well as the time of the next showing, get full map directions, and even book tickets over the phone or online. If you thought OV Maps was merely about getting you from A to B, then you're in for a great deal of fun as you discover new things to see and do, as well as check out places to eat, drink and stay, all at the push of a button.
Is arena. And that's also a pretty heavy website. A lot of pictures and articles. Okay, so gsmarina.com. Let's go. Okay, this can be interesting. Okay, we see some first loading action up here. We can't move it around. Okay, they're both loading the same things. Okay, there we go. Okay, this one's finished. Okay, it's finished. This one's still loading. Okay, it's still loading. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. God damn, it's still loading. It's so slow. Come on, Apple, you can do it. Oh my god, it's stuck. Maybe we almost have time to reload this one. Let's try to click on an article over here. Oh yes! It's loading! And it's finished! And this one's still loading the front page! No, wait a sec, this one's still loading. Okay. But I mean, I think Apple needs to do something because it's really getting killed over here. Let's try it again. Oops. Console. Maybe it was just a bad luck. Come on, Apple! You can see obviously up here that I have good speeds. They are running on the same. And I think these phones also like cost almost the same. Oh my god, I'm not sure what's wrong with my Apple, but it's slow today. That nigga is slow. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and go to Google again. Let's see, can we search something over here? Okay, so maybe it's just something weird with the website. I have no idea. Let's go ahead and do a quick search for Phone Arena. That's like a heavy website as well, so. Okay, so there we go. Okay, let's begin. Let's do this. And which one is gonna load up? Oh, there we go. Oh my god, it's really getting smoked. Oh my god. This one's still loading though. That's why it could be a little slight lag. But really, nice when you go in and out. Also, it's not as good as on the Note and on the S2, I would say, but it's still pretty good optimized. I'm not sure what's wrong with my Apple, but okay, Apple is slow today. That's weird because you did see that it was loading up Google pretty quick. I don't have anything weird running in the background. I don't have it jailbroken or anything. Having it running on iOS 5.0.1, I think. Yes. Apple is slow. Win Apple iPad 2. Are we gonna win an Apple iPad 2? I don't know, but it seems like that. Oh my god, what's wrong with my Apple? What's wrong? Come on. Okay, let's see. Okay, so as you see, it instantly loads like when we go ahead and do it like that. Okay, let's see. I don't get it because you did see it was loading Google there, but when we go to GSM Arena, Phone Arena, it doesn't want to load. Okay, that's weird. Okay, let's try out another website. Let's try Techno Buffalo. As you can see, it kind of loads kind of insta when we search for stuff. Okay, that's weird. I don't get it. There's something wrong with this Apple. Oh yes. I'm pretty impressed with this browser on the Lumia 800. So let's go ahead and let's do this. Okay, there we go. Maybe it was something wrong with the phone arena and GSM arena. Okay, there we go. Get some quick action over here. Okay, so it did load up this website faster. This one's still loading. But I love this like smooth thingy when you go down like this. Just a small little tap and you can go down like this.
Hi, this is Mike from the Mobile Fanatics. Here I have the Nokia DC16 portable charger. This thing has a 2200 mAh battery, so it should be able to charge my Nokia Lumia 920 from empty to full, give or take a little bit. Here right now we have it plugged in. I'm charging this actually right now through the laptop. So it's plugged in via USB and micro USB on this side, and see right there you can see the charging indicator lights. And then on the other side we have the USB port where I would simply unplug the cable, plug the other end in, and then go ahead and plug it into my phone. And there we have it. It lit up. It's charging, as you can see up there in the top corner. And the indicator light on here will it'll go off when I unplug it to let me know how much I have left. So as you can see, it has about 1 out of 4 status lights on. So I've found that you don't really want to rely on this to charge your phone from dead to full. It's going to take too long. You're better off just charging it when your battery is somewhat low, or even halfway, when you know you have a little bit of time to spare. Between both of these together, they'll fit in my pocket. As you can see, it's rounded, it's a nice shape. So I could even just keep it plugged in and then slip both into my pocket or my bag or my jacket pocket, whatever you prefer. And it won't take up too much space. I've seen other chargers that are a little bit either wider, they're bulkier, they're thicker, they're squared off, so it's kind of like you have 2 phones in your pocket almost. This really isn't too big. It's a nice size to have in your pocket. It's not too bad. So like I said, you want to go ahead and charge your phone from about halfway, and you'll get maybe a quarter of a battery in about a half hour, 40 minutes or so. I don't use this often. I just use it when I think I might need it. I'm not going to be at home or near a charger, so I just go ahead and plug it in and charge it back up on my computer, or plug it into the wall whenever I get a chance. It's just good to have lying around. Like I said, it's not bulky, so it's not like a hassle to take with you. As other chargers I've found, it's just like, do I really want to take this thing? No, I'd rather not. It's kind of big. This, I'll slip it into my other pocket. I'll slip it into my backpack. It's really easy. So there you have it. That's a Nokia DC16 portable charger. You could pick it up at Amazon. I got the link to an article at Mobile Fanatics where you could find the link to Amazon. You go to Amazon, search for it. It's about $40 at Amazon, and also the AT&T store online has it for $35 with free shipping. Comes in multiple colors. I believe Amazon has it in black, white, and cyan right now. And there you have it. That's the review of the DC16. Head over to mobilefanatics.com or see the link in the description below to see photos of this device up close. Thanks for watching.
GadgetStress.com. Device stress tests.
Hi, this is Mike from the Mobile Fanatics. Today I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of an application I'm testing out called Amazing Weather, and it's a weather application for the Nokia Lumia 900 and all Windows Phone devices. It's a pretty simple application. Here you can see what it looks like when I first started up. It shows my location or the city you specify, and it gives you a lot of information on one screen, which I like. The current temperature, all the current stuff is up here. The current humidity, pressure, visibility, precipitation, dew point, sunrise and sunset right there. And then down across the bottom you have the forecast. Right there on the screen you could see that there's 5 days, including today. And you could keep scrolling to the right, and you'll have a couple more days. So it takes you through all the way through the following Thursday. And today's Friday, so that's not too bad. You could tap on that and nothing happens. Actually, yeah, you tap on a specific day. Let's say I tapped on Monday. Took me to Monday's forecast with all the details that I could possibly want. I think that is it for that. Yeah, you could scroll through from there, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's a great feature right there to get all the details of each day if you need them. Go back. You could tap on today. Let's see. Oh, it's down here. I was going to show you the hourly forecast that you could see for today with all the details you need. You could go back to now by pushing there. You tap the satellite view and it shows a radar with the overlay of our area right now, and then down at the bottom it gives you what each color means. Scroll over with the satellite view. You can scroll through actually, yeah, I scrolled over and it let me move throughout the state. If I scroll over from the top, there's the satellite view. Scroll and then you tap it. Looks like on the satellite view I can't really move around. It's stuck in my region, which is no problem for me. I could always go ahead and change later on the location. Satellite visibility, and then back to radar. And then down here it says aerial / road. I could take the labels off if I want. Go to the aerial view again. And then I could go back and I could change, it lets me change my pin right here. So I already have something pinned to the home screen, so here I could change it. The first one it lets you select is the current temperature, location, and current conditions with today's forecast on the back tile. I right now have it selected on the second one, Metro style with today's forecast, 3-day forecast on the back of the tile. So that would be what today's right now looks like actually. And down below, I could change it to another realistic style. I would rather have it with the Metro style so it flows with my phone a lot better. I could check out the alerts. There's currently no alerts in my area, so nothing's going to show there. And then here I have add cities, stations. So here you would add more cities, or you could tap the GPS to find your location. You could refresh, you could remove cities right there, and then right here is your settings. We'll go to settings quickly and show you real quick. We got the language you could change. Not too many languages as of right now, but it covers the major languages, the most common. Then you could refresh it at the start. So whenever you open the app, it's going to automatically refresh the weather. That's what I have selected. So I'm not looking at something a few hours old. And then you could have it automatically show your current location on the GPS. I'll keep it off. And then you could choose a theme that you want when you open the app. Right now I have it on the dark theme. You could change it to the light theme or the realistic theme with animations. I'll put it on that real quick so you could take a look at it. Let's finish up here on the settings real quick. We got Imperial. I have it on Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. My live tile, a few options, temperature, yes, updates. You could set how often you would like it to update. Hourly, daily, twice a day, and then various hours. I have it set to every 2 hours right now. And then you could have it show the animations, yes or no. I have it on right now. And that's about it. You gotta make sure you give it permission to check your location if you're using the GPS. And there's a pretty informative help screen too. So we'll go ahead and go back. And there's your your animated weather. So it actually looks pretty cool. just basically going through the clouds. If it was nighttime, it'd show dark. If it was raining, it'd show rain clouds and thunderstorms with lightning. It just probably uses more power, and I'd rather just keep it on the dark setting, so we'll go ahead and go back to that. Nope, it was right, where did it go? Yeah, it was on the first one. Okay, so now put it back to the dark, and it uses the same color as your theme. So right now I'm using teal as my theme, so the accents are going to be in teal. So I'll go back to the home screen real quick, show you the weather tile. There's the first tile right there, and it's going to flip over in a minute, and it's going to show you the back side with the next 2 days. And it shows you the last time it was updated at 11:49. Right now it's 11:55. On the front tile, it shows you the precipitation, if it's cloudy or not, sunny, whatever, the current temperature, and then it shows you the high and the low for today, and then the location you're at. So that's it. That's amazing weather. Go ahead and check it out in the marketplace. It has a trial, so you could test it out, see if you like it for yourself. Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit themobilefanatics.com.